We're on top of the world in the beta.
And now the Charlotte Phoenix team and actually Terms and Anger are going to be dealing with this push here on A side, and Gwyn and GMD just march on there. GMD gets 2 kills after swapping out that frenzy so quickly. And they're going to plant spike. It's up for the retake here. They are simply just going to need to try and force their way through this one. Got Spirit along with shots, and I really don't think that they're going to have much in the way to work with here. Also, you'll be noticing another interesting little spectator glitch. Everyone's named Swade, so the things you discover as you spectate and commentate Valorant, good times.
Player 1, though, will find the player in C all the way down the cubby on long, and that is the approach now. But they should have 3 weapons against the 2 people here. Still a smoke probably available, so they could delay this. This could be difficult, but there's even a molly plus the orbital strike, and Effie's is going to go all the way up through garage to flank this too.
And that actually came from... Ooh, okay, KZ, you're just going to get a little wild there. So I actually really like the way that this round had unfolded for Charlotte Phoenix, but now things are starting to just get a little out of hand, and that will do it. On the B main, so they're going to be able to get the information. There's the wall on the left side. Oh, no. Nice shot from Anger through the smoke on the GMD. They will get the spike planted. And now they have to make this approach from a bunch of different angles. We will have Cherms on the flank, but there's a trap wire they'll know. That's so important, and they also have to have one through garage. Otherwise, they have the setup to be able to take that. That fight all the way back down in window is going to be so key. Mikhail, I was told it's Mikhail, by the way, Bala. We gotta say with the accent, so Vansili was right. But Mikhail in the flank there. Managed to get one off, and here comes the orbital strike. It's going to roast Effie's. Mikhail's going to go into sight, though, and he is going to get the kill. And he'll be able to get out of there with his gun. Everything is going great for Gen.G. 3 players marching down A long. Gwyn is going to find one. Maybe he can locate a second. He's got Effie's there to back him up, too. Effie's 2 kills for him. And even though Anger got 1 pick, now that means A site is wide open. KZ waiting around with the op here. I heard he was the prodigy for this team, according to Meta Pusher. But we haven't quite seen anything yet from KZ to assume that thus far. And it is now up to shots. On top of heaven. We'll definitely need a prayer. But he ain't going to get it. And GMD ends it.
They've walled it off like everybody does. And it's free. They're going to have info on the flank. They even have trap wires on both sides, C and A, and player 1's looking at it. Another one, too. He's not just giving up because you get 1 flank. He knows there's a possibility for more, and this is so difficult. You see 8-0 on this attacking side, and I really don't see any way in for Charlotte Phoenix unless they can, I don't know, like maybe play a bit more standard on sometimes, or maybe when they have these plans on the eco rounds, transfer that to the gun rounds.
This, they're going to get this lookout, and while that was a great slow orb, they don't really have anything to try and follow up with it. It's all just going to be left up to Spirit. There's the orbital strike down, flash out. Spirit's going to be tucked away in the back, and that has already been a job done, but oh, he gets himself too. Spirit finally comes alive. That's 3 kills for him. Is it enough to motivate this team to get their first round win? So far, it has been a shellacking in the favor of Gen.G, and Mikhail is looking to keep this thing going. He's inside of sight, but Churns over by Wood gets traded out, and that is effective trading that you're seeing here. But GMD with the far plan, and finally, prayers have been answered. Anger gets the kill and gives Charlotte Phoenix 1 on the board. Doing the due diligence, Spirit.
Fake.
Maybe looking for it, but this is going to be that standard play here. Here comes KZ. KZ waiting for this. He's got a few, but he gets 2 with the judge. 3 with the judge. There we go, KZ. They were not anticipating that one, and hey, it's scrappy, but I love seeing it.
A cloudburst or anything like that, and he's not going to give it up too fast. Gwyn, though, makes 1 shot. 2, he dashes forward on the site. That gets Anger's position up. Effie's almost does it, but is not quick enough to flick onto Cherms' face.
They're going to get right inside a garage now. They're hearing this movement happen. They've walled it off, and now they're going to go in for this C side. 1 player's going to be left away in the back. There goes the Hunter's Fury. Spirit's going to get value for that one. He's going to tag up a lot of players there, making them very weak. And then Anger's cleaning it up with that orbital strike, but they're still going to be on the site. A few seconds left remaining. Need to get that spike down. And Effie's will accomplish that task for him. Wynn's going to be watching in the back. Doesn't get the kill, though. And the shot looked like it was going to land, but did not. It was a little too far right. Effie's in default. And just like that, Charlotte Phoenix now have responded. And I will be happy with an 8-4 conclusion if they can continue to add on to this. As soon as Mikhail's going to go into this here. Flashes out. Oh, it doesn't connect with the shots. So Tailwind's out of there, gets out of dodge. Spirit also is going to get flashed. GMD gets the kill on Spirit. So the value for that run it back certainly going to be there. Here's KZ though, on site. It just hit a clothesline on Mikhail, but is not enough. And once again, they'll take C site. The difference this time, they have plenty of bodies to work with. And Germs just gets like just shredded on the side from Wynn. That's 2 shots. And don't sleep on Wynn, by the way. Everyone's always hyping up Wardell for due reason, but don't sleep on my boy Wynn. He is nasty against a Ghost. Slow orb should be coming out any second here. There's one actually. It's going to be a slow orb over to the side, and then the wall out wide, allowing his teammates to actually get inside of sight here. So 2 slows. And that actually was a really smart reactive play there from Effie's. I love that usage of the walls and the slows, not allowing anyone to get in there so that when it's time, they can actually start to overtake on site. But they now need to locate these kills. And they're going to be a little weakened, a little battered, but not completely bruised. Walls down now. Quinn looking for one. Player 1, though, does land the headshot. GMD pushes forward with the frenzy. Now you're going to have this spike out and expose it. I think they might try and go for that defuse there, or at least I thought that they were going to, but Spirit around the corner, big round win for them. They really needed that one, Balla.
Scout a little bit more on the other sides and figure out what's going on this map right now. It is going to go B side. They wall it off. They have an orbital strike if they need to back off and play this retake or post plant situation. Jet will be on the flank. Phoenix is already close up garage, so if they try to retake that, there's no chance. Sage is the only one in the site.
Look
2
out for
players
Wynn.
will push out of garage.
They know exactly where Wynn is, and you heard that gun too. Oh man, that is just a rough one, dude. You heard the gigantic shot of the judge. You knew it was coming. There was just nothing you could do there. And now Gen.G gets 10 in a raucous fashion. And then when allowing Wynn to be able to just pop off like that, and he's going to get this next one too against Terms. It's just Terms was like, I get it, right? You're looking, you're trying to clear it, but Wynn is just holding that one down for so long. Some smokes and an orbital strike is going to come through. I would not be
so
shocked.
Far back, 20 seconds too. Spike not even moving. They're going to res, and I think that they're just going to sit here. Yep, held right on top of the res. 16 seconds. It wasn't actually to deny. He was just waiting for that.
That's
and then the
so mean. Oh my god. They just held it on the res there, because if that res came through, that's looking at the scoreboard and recognizing what your opponent has and what they are more than likely to do in order for them to win the round out. As soon as that happened, the entirety of that push just became scattered. They scattered them like cockroaches, and then they squished them, but with their bare hands, which is kind of disgusting. A 5-man march down long C. Effies can slow this thing down in one fell swoop here. Walls out. Effies looking to do the same thing that he did in that pistol round, but this time around, they're going to have some big boy guns in order to shoot down that wall and obliterate it, thus ending Effie's life in the back of the map. 3 players left standing for Gen.G as they just drop all the way around and they get fast and try and push inside, but they don't have anything to try and distract. They don't have anything for the vision, right? And Wynn's going to be blocked off completely. Can updraft up top, but that will be a real dicey, risky play in order for him to do. Player 1, though, he's going to get a kill onto KZ and then Wynn around the right side on Cherms. Spike has to go down as it does, but now you have a pin for your Sage. And that Shots, who is just stuck between a rock and a hard place, met the end of a barrel there for the op, and that is going to be outside of this one. They're giving it a lot of delay. which is admirable. They're going to have to shoot through this one, and there goes GMD around the flank there. As that Anger is very mad about the way that one goes down, and now they're going to be sitting at match point.
But 35 seconds this time. He's coming in through Heaven. There's going to be the approach. Some delay. There's the orbital strike to get them all pushed up through long. They split them up. Still 2 players back, but the picks go in the way of now Gen.G all of a sudden. Mikael gets 3 on the round, and he's now wondering how this is going to go. Anger. And one more from Charlotte Phoenix. KZ. There's one through the side. Oh. Yes! KZ gets one as well. 3K for him. Anger down below. He's going to be able to look and peek. They might have the crossfire now as they peek around the corner, and they do wall it off, and one's above it. Solo HP. Anger looking at Heaven still. Both players are in the spawn. This is dangerous.
Oh, KZ's got the angle here. If he does come around the corner, he's going to do this. Gets one. Looking for the ace. One more. The ace for KZ. Popping off. Keeping Charlotte Phoenix alive.
With situations that are dire, that you need to be hitting these shots. Could be aggressive though for Win. Down through Garage. There's also people coming down in through B mid, and GMD has gotten 1, 2, 3 players. They've also got the Sage down. No res available.
No respect here on this push. This is Gen.G just wanting to end this game right here, right now. You are left up to your final 2 players. You got a Cypher and a Sova. Somehow they're going to have to try and work through the entire might of this Gen.G roster.
Effies will take contact. Player 1 will swing. Here it comes. One on the side. Player 1 swings. Spirit does respawn. 1 versus 3. Almost gets the second on the Phoenix. So close, but low HP now.
Yeah, 45 HP. Does have spike, but the moment he goes for that, I was going to say the spike, or if he tried to poke CT, he was going to get crushed. And that is going to do it. Gen.G does manage to take game number 1 here in this quarterfinal. They looked great on their attacking side. Charlotte Phoenix did show some signs of life toward the tail end there. KZ certainly lived up to that superstar potential that Meta Pusher had talked about.
It's closer, we could get some tension, essentially, and we are going to see a 3-smoke execute down straight into this A site from Gen.G. 2 players coming out to bathrooms. The smoke is over towards Heaven. GMD pounces, and they might get around the corner. Anger does trade, and Mikael will get 2. And all of a sudden, things are looking good. There's a TP, so KZ is coming in from the backside.
And they're just going to look to work around this flank now. Also, look out for Win, who's going to be further out, too. I don't think that they're going to really be dealing with him right now this second, though. More players are going to be stacked away inside of the lamps rooms, as you can see in front of your screen there, KZ. He's playing all the angles, though, just being cautious and concerned as to where this could possibly be. Great read, though, from Win, actually, is going to play that recon dart and get them so much information that they can then jump right on top of them like the pack of wolves that they are.
Possibly no response, though. This time, Jet is at the U-Haul position.
Nice shot from player 1. Effies did tag him up a little bit there. And that owl drone over on Hookah that you mentioned in passing, that was actually a really important owl drone because it just gave them information. Someone was there. Actually, I think it spotted both players that were there. So they knew that they could just take full advantage of this. And I also like the idea of them giving the plant here to GMD one step closer to that run it back. Win inside of lamps. I believe it's going to be Spirit that push up. Everyone's inside of lamps. I don't know what this... They must really like this particular store and whatever business they provide.
No, they're all flashed.
A little concerning here. But they are all inside of there, and it works out for them. Spirit now on the full flank. We'll run into player 1 here in a second. Player 1's been shooting like a champion lately, and he's going to do that again.
Walking up close. They can kind of just work the execute and go for it. It's player 1 again. One shot starts it off, and he hits the wall bang as well. 3-0, probably going to be 4-0, as there's no weapons available for them to even pick up on the Charlotte Phoenix side.
Cypher, and he didn't really have a lot of success. And I don't think they're having that much success here either.
Run it back, active. He's going to flash him off. He does get the shot, so GenG has to get sent back. Quinn through as well. There's the smokes. But Terms is up above. He's going to get 2. He's going to get 3. All of them coming out of short are down. And that's the spike. The last 2 players is GMD and Mikael in bathrooms. And they've worked picks here before, but not when all 3 members who are working the other side of the A site are down.
15 or something. So Churm's already having a way better game here on the Rays. Make that 4. Churms can get an ace here. Get this team to show some life in the early round. But player 1, he keeps hitting those nasty shots. Spirit's there for the pickup, though, and that is going to be the first round win here for Charlotte Phoenix. Second flash now for GMD. He's going to get inside of here, and Churms has revealed his positioning, and it's going to be player 1. But Anger, put 2. Effie shuts that one down. KZ over in the back. They need to get this spike in play, which they do successfully. 3 players now are going to be swarming on A site. Win. What a shot from him. Oh, man, if he just got there at the nick of time, he would have been able to get that shot off. But they at least know where he is. So Paranoia played, but no follow-up. And Win right through the smoke, man. He's just nasty with it.
His shock darts.
To pop off. Yeah,
he's set up for shock darts.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and that was just it was slow. It was painful to watch, but it felt so good for Gen.G to get that round win onto sites here, no matter what they do, because there's no amount of stall that they could possibly put forward here. GMD now knows exactly where they're going to be. Now, this is where GMD in a corner has to be careful, but even then doesn't get tagged up a little bit. Win catches one off of the portal there. You ain't going to get much out of that one, and that is a flawless round for Gen.G. Sure, but they're going to have to move very quickly. Orbital Strike is going to be out and in play here. No kills quite yet. KZ does get a kill, but it's going to be Hwin and Effie's who managed to pick up 2. From the flank is going to be coming your Omen and your Sova. And then Anger with the Elder Flame. Inside of Lamps, I was going to say, I think he was looking for any kind of info that he could get out of this one. But off of the flank they go. No spike down just yet, and they can move around to the B side if they want to.
What a weird situation. 2 players on the flank after they've gotten the A site. They're going to run through that TP. Timing is going to be so that Shots is not going to see anything as they cross the Hwin. Low HP. That could be dangerous. It's going to be both players coming on the attacking side of the map. Shots through hookah. Actually, both through hookah.
Lots of shenanigans right now. Teleport onto site, but he's going to go right into the hands of Hwin there, who was waiting for him. Spirit, though. Maybe with the op, he's got a few shots to work with here. Let's get some information. That shot just a little bit wide, but oh no, Spirit. Oh, just as you were hoping that some life here for Charlotte Phoenix would emerge, it is ripped away by Effie's.
Ideas or some last second innovations. And it's only pistols here on this final round as well. Spectres as well. Probably light armor too. Shots will find another one on the flank. He's been doing this the last couple rounds, and now they've put Gen.G in an awkward position as they have to fight this again, but they haven't actually taken the site like last time.
KZ corrected that shot on Michael, but Effie's was there to trade it out again. Here comes Spirit, though. He's been this hero for this team. One's going to be on default, and another one right by the ice wall there. It's all up to Anger. He's got a Sheriff. No one's really weakened enough, though. Anger's hearing all this movement. Now Spectre picked up. But GMD looked at the perfect time. 10-2. Gen.G could be walking away with this one, going into the semifinals, confidently awaiting the winner of Sentinels and Immortals. And this is going to work out for them, but they just push forward. They just hold W on their keyboards and they just push forward, and they manage to get themselves some kills. Now they're going to have to retake the site back up, and that was just a weird one. But hey, I mean, I guess it works out very well for Gen.G as they're just all sticking around one another.
5 players on defense jumping out a hookah window. What is going on right now? GMD will get Anger. And it's all left to Shots as they take that easy retake. Although a situation I don't think I've ever seen. It looks like we're playing a game of ARAM, even with the comps. All random, all mid. Let's go. There's the people on the GMD.
Oh, GMD. Oh, GMD. Oh, Effie's, you horrible person, man. You're a terrible teammate. How could you take that from him? it's like, it's true. They just struggled. This is the kind of attack that I wanted to see from them, or this is just really the kind of play in general.
So they've got the B site again. So we've seen how this has happened. Effie's is going to be stuck in long. He's going to get the spike, but gets traded out. So KZ's going to be able to retrieve that and bring it back in. Spirit on top of the box. He gets the one in spawn. It's all left to Mikhail, and he can have spike again. Now they have to cross in his sights. And he's possibly about to pull off a 1v4 based on how this is split up.
Oh, dear.
He catches the paint shell on the face, right on the head, and that's cue for him to back up. He gives up the spike, and now things are almost probably impossible, but we've seen crazier things.
Indeed we have. Indeed we have. All right. So another round win here for Charlotte Phoenix and pinned inside of this.
GenG just got all the info, too.
Yeah.
Spirit is going to be interfering on the site, getting a little bit of damage, but he got all the info that it's not going to be A. That means the Cypher's rotating off as well. They could go through the portal, though, and that's what they're going to do. Yes! All three. But GenG is there! He's got a handle!
I thought you saw it.
He's trapped.
Oh, no.
And perfect.
Oh, no.
My goodness. There you go. The Caster's cursing works. 13-4. Gen.G is going to move on to semifinals. The game is over. And finally it happens. Charlotte Phoenix, unfortunately, are now down and out, but not before a pretty, a tournament performance that I think was better than what we've seen so far from Charlotte Phoenix.